Are doing well and welcome to this live session once again. Thank you so much for joining me live and maybe when you watch the recording later on. So thank you so much for continuous support and continuous appreciations for this live session. I would like to remind if you have any questions or comment, feel free to put in the comment box. Definitely I'm going to take each and every comment of yours. So let's start our day with one story where Swami Vivekanand ji was on Turk of Himalaya. So we will discuss that story first. Then second part of the show where we are going to have the two cells problem, individual cells problem, where cells reps were not able to perform. So here is the story. When Swamiji was going on a Turk trek in Himalaya, on his way he saw an old man who seemed exhausted and looking at upward slope in front of him. Swamiji went to him and stood beside him. Man looked at him and helpless and look on his face and said him, Swamiji, how do to cross it? How do to cross it? I cannot walk anymore. I don't have energy to move any further. If I walk a single step more, my chest will break. This is the word from that old man who tried to Turk on Himalaya. Then Swamiji calmed down and Swamiji looked at him and said, look down at your feet. These words are very powerful. Please listen carefully. Look down at your feet. Under it is the road which you have passed over, and the road you seen before you would be under your feet. These are the words Swamiji told to the old man. Those words of Swamiji motivated the old man and he resumed his trek to successfully reach his destination. So Swamiji word means that if you have came across such long way and you can do it again and again, one can achieve it because he worked hard and did it before. So here is the moral of story. Continue your struggle. Very much required. Continue your struggle and you will emerge as a winner. Continue struggle is something more important than anything else. Because what is happening in our day-to-day life, every day we are going to face a new challenge. And until unless we cannot continue struggle, we cannot continue fight with those problems, then we are not going to become as a winner. So very much important, continue your struggle. Now let's move to the sales problem. So in this week we are discussing what kind of sales problem individual sales reps is having, what kind of issues sales reps are having, and due to that they are not able to achieve their sales target or not able to make the business from their side. So yesterday we already discussed two problems, maybe you remember. First we discussed poor communication skill, then we discussed technological ignorance. Today we are going to discuss two more additional things, whatever sales people are lacking, and due to that they are facing such problem. Number one is not following up enough. So it's very basic things in the sales to follow up, because what is happening in general, many studies also saying, and I also have seen in my career, for each individual deal is required at least 7 to 8 follow-ups. Yeah, it's very much required. What is happening many time, your customer also want feel cared for by following up with them. Rep shows that it was not just about taking the money out of their pocket, but about giving them best service and product. So very much require you can continuously follow up with them. If you feel कि your prospect is not feeling comfortable with the particular medium, you can ask them how you want me to follow up, by email, by WhatsApp, by call, or is there any other way by that I can follow up with you. But it's very much required you can follow up with them, because that will show ki how hunger you are to make business with them, how hunger you are to help them, how hunger you are to solve them that problem. This is something is showing your follow up. So there is no substitute of the follow up. You need to do that. Sometimes you feel embarrassed as well ki why I am continuously chasing that person, even if he or she is not able to make the decision, but it's totally that is fine. The only thing you need to do your duty, and at in the time of closing the deal, your follow up is the thing which will make sure things get happen, things will happen. So second problem is wrong attitude with customer. Yeah, wrong attitude with customer is something very serious problem, because sales people always focus on the numbers, and if they cannot get the result from that prospect, sometimes they become rude. It's very common problem many people are facing, but you need to stop treating like that, because if any prospect is not giving the business now, that doesn't mean in future you are not going to get any business from them. So you need to be humble. You need to understand the thing ki this deal you are not signing, you lost not just because of that particular prospect. Maybe there are n number of reasons due to that that deal won't happen. So it's okay, just be calm and make sure your prospect not feel like ki they do because they haven't signed the contract, now you are not giving them the respect. You need to understand key consequences, you need to understand the reason behind that, and make you need to make sure ki your attitude will not change at all even after losing the deal. So these two problems we discussed today. Number one problem we discussed not following up enough. Very much required. 7 to 8 times follow up required to close any single deal. Second thing, we discussed wrong attitude with customer. Even you, if you lost the deal, don't change your attitude with your prospect. That will show your humbleness. That will show your uh, uh, show your right habit, or we can say ki right nature to the prospect ki how you are good to maintain the relationship. So I really hope you got some value from this video, and see you again tomorrow at the same time at the same place with another two problem and one more interesting story. I really hope you are liking this story. If you have any comments or if you have any feedback, feel free to put in the comment box, because this is your event, this is your show, and you have the right to tell the facts. You have the right to give the feedbacks. I am waiting for your comment and feedback. See you again tomorrow. Till that time, bye bye. Take care.